Rumor number 11, space lasers caused the fires. Are space lasers starting the wildfires? Well, it sounds absurd, but this rumor spread like wildfire itself. The theory claimed that advanced technology, possibly linked to secret organizations, intentionally sparked the flames. Let's get one thing straight, people. There's absolutely no scientific or factual evidence backing this claim. Experts repeatedly confirm that the real causes were natural. Dry vegetation, scorching temperatures, and strong winds, not some high-tech conspiracy. Still, the idea of space lasers captured attention online, fueled by fear and mistrust. It's a reminder of how easily wild theories can overshadow reality. Instead of chasing science fiction, we should focus on understanding real wildfire causes and finding ways to prevent them. And if space lasers weren't enough, wait until you hear the next rumor. It dives into weather manipulation.
On social media, people are speculating about what could have caused the fires. One trending theory is that the fire started due to an attack from a directed energy weapon. 3 viral images appearing to show evidence of directed energy weapons have been shared online. But do these images really show that directed energy weapons started the wildfire?
Rumor number 12. Fires were caused by climate engineering. What if the wildfires weren't natural at all? Another rumor claimed that they were the result of deliberate climate engineering, allegedly a plan by governments or powerful organizations to manipulate weather conditions and spark disaster. The idea taps into real scientific discussions and geoengineering, but there's no evidence it was used to start these fires. Experts point to the same culprits: long droughts, extreme heat, and accidental causes. These factors, not secret experiments, fueled the devastation. This rumor thrived on fears of the unknown, feeding suspicions about hidden agendas. But while it's easy to be drawn into dramatic theories, they only distract from real solutions. Wildfires are devastating enough without misinformation muddying the waters.
Operations expanding tonight. Thousands of homes and businesses destroyed, at least 11 people killed. Governor Gavin Newsom doubling the number of National Guard to more than 1,600 to help battle the flames. The ground and air assault continue as the fires are now threatening a growing list of neighborhoods, including the exclusive Los Angeles suburb of Brentwood. And the finger-pointing and controversy tonight over what, if anything, could have been done to prevent the wildfires from causing so much death and destruction.
Rumor number 13. Celebrities escaped via helicopters. During the wildfires, as with many other crises, rumors spread about famous people. For example, it was said that wealthy people and Hollywood stars used private helicopters to escape their homes while others were left behind. People who had already been affected by the disaster became even more angry when they heard about these claimed private rescues. But airport officials quickly shot down these claims. Some people may have used helicopters to get away, but there was no widespread trend of celebrities getting special treatment. In fact, a lot of famous people talked about their experiences of having to evacuate with other people, and some even used their positions to help with relief efforts.
I reached out to Chef and just said,
I think the key is
Save the Children is getting up and running here in LA to help kids in shelters and to help with social emotional and to make sure that to work with hand in hand with the Red Cross to make sure that shelters are set up for little babies and moms and kids and fathers and while we get set up, it's just like you need to do something with your hands, and so I took advantage a little bit of celebrity privileging.
Rumor number 14. Insurance companies are denying all claims. As the smoke cleared, another story spread. Insurance companies were flatly refusing to pay claims from people who had been hurt in wildfires. Social media posts that went viral said that insurance wouldn't pay for losses, leaving many families broke. The truth is not as simple as that. Some claims may have been turned down because of the terms of the insurance, but as usual, most insurers dealt with the wildfires case by case. Authorities and consumer interest groups told residents that they should carefully read their policies and appeal any denials if they think they are unfair. Many people get angry when they have to deal with the insurance process, especially after a disaster like wildfires. This story makes that anger even stronger. It's important to hold businesses responsible, but making broad charges without proof can cause unnecessary panic. Instead, resources should be used to help families who have been harmed get through the claims process smoothly.
We know wildfires. This isn't uncommon, but to see devastation at this scale is just heartbreaking.
Yet amid the ashes, survivors cling to what they do have.
Everyone rallying together and just working together, like it feels warm because everyone feels like a family.
Rumor number 15, the fires were started by the homeless camps. One very scary story said the homeless camps were to blame for starting the fires. This claim, which was often based on bias, said that people living in these camps started the fires, either by mistake or on purpose. Authorities have said that some fires in the past have been caused by people in encampments, but they have made it clear that there is no proof to back these claims in this case. Most wildfires are caused by mistakes or things in the environment, not by one group of people.
These are the shocking scenes as wildfires rage across the Los Angeles area, prompting a state of emergency and forcing over 30,000 people to flee their homes.
Rumor number 16, secret underground fires exist. There were some crazy stories going around during the wildfires, like the one about secret underground fires. Well, this idea said that secret fires were burning below the ground, feeding the infernos above. Some people even thought that the officials might be trying to hide these underground fires. There's no truth to this story, even though it sounds interesting. This claim was quickly shot down by firefighters and scientists. Wildfires usually only burn plants on the ground, not under the ground surface. Smoldering fires can happen in some peatlands or coal seams because of the way the rocks are formed, but that wasn't a role in these fires. The wildfires were caused by high winds, dry foliage, and extreme heat, all of which happened above the ground.
Your safety, as well as the well-being of those around you, as we come together to continue to get through this widespread disaster. Los Angeles County firefighters will remain on the front line until we reach full containment.
Rumor number 17, the wildfires are visible from space. Another shocking rumor going around online was that the wildfires could be seen from space, with pictures from space supposedly showing huge flames covering the whole world. It may sound like this story is true, but it's not quite. Unfortunately, satellites were unable to see the actual fires. Instead, they only showed the thick clouds of smoke. With their length of hundreds of miles, these plumes were amazing and a stark reminder how big the fire really was. However, the idea that bright sparks could be seen from space, well, it's not true.
We do, and I'm going to show you something that we haven't looked at yet today, and that's a different set of data, and it's from infrared imaging and heat sensing satellites in orbit. These fires that are currently burning in our region are certainly large enough and putting up heat blooms that can be seen with specialized equipment by satellites in orbit, and it's data that is available to view in the form of a website and a map, and I'm going to take you out to my screen now. What you're looking at here is a website called FIRS, the NASA Fire Information for Resource Management System, and it's a collection of data from satellites that can sense heat signatures on the surface, and what we're looking at here is the heat signature over the last 24 hours of the Palisades fire.
Rumor number 18, toxic gases will spread nationwide. Smoke from flames caused people to worry about their health. One story said that the fires would release poisonous gases that would spread across the country and cause breathing problems and even long-term health crises for many people. Well, this scary message spread quickly, especially on social media. Experts stepped in to make things clear. Even though wildfire smoke does contain dangerous pollutants like carbon monoxide and particulate matter, its effects are usually limited to the area where it comes from. The effects are worse in places that are close to the fires, where the air quality can become dangerous. However, by the time the smoke moves long distances, it loses a lot of its strength, making other areas less at risk.
So we've been watching since the first day of this fire, now here in Brentwood. So you can see with these wind gusts, those flames trying to force their way up from the bottom of the canyon, and as they do so, they're getting closer and closer to this house here. This is somebody's patio that we're on, and you can see the firefighters doing their best to make sure the flames don't get this high. Without these firefighters here right now, the house here, other houses in this neighborhood, almost certainly gone.
Rumor number 19, emergency shelters were overcrowded. One of the biggest worries after a disaster is where people who have to leave their homes will go. While the wildfires were going on, rumors spread that emergency centers were too full to give good care. Posts on social media showed a sad picture of people crammed into shelters who didn't have enough goods or help. Local officials, on the other hand, said that shelters were big enough to fit everyone who had to leave their homes. There were attempts to make sure that everyone had a safe place to stay, even though some shelters were very busy. There were also extra supplies like food and medical care that came from community groups and volunteers.
There is a lot at play here in Southern California, particularly in the Los Angeles area right now. There are people who are under immediate threat, who are evacuating their homes right now and have been doing so for the last 12 hours or so. There are people who could be under threat, and there are people who have lost everything. And you find a little bit of all of that here at this Red Cross shelter in Los Angeles. And there are at least half a dozen just like these spread out across the city. And this is where people can come if they either want to stay the night, take a shower, or perhaps get some rest, get some help from FEMA representatives who are here to get that process rolling, and then leave and head out.
Rumor number 20, wildfire extinction caused by fires. One of the most heartbreaking rumors was the claim that the wildfires had caused species to go extinct overnight. There were rumors that animals were going extinct, which painted a bleak picture of terrible environmental damage that could not be fixed. Animals in their homes were definitely destroyed by the fires, but conservation groups proved that no species had gone extinct because of them. While forest loss is a big problem, many animals have evolved to live in places that are prone to wildfires and are strong when they happen. Conservation efforts are already underway to help species rebound and keep them safe.
We've had lots of inquiries from people wanting to help. We're taking names of those who would be interested in fostering animals as we get more animals in. Right now, our primary need is monetary donations so that we can provide emergency services to pets that have been impacted by the fires. We are also providing food and other pet supplies if anyone is in need. And we really encourage you, if you are evacuating, please make sure your pet has identification. Take pet supplies with you. And if possible, please try to stay with family or friends who can accommodate you and your pet, as the shelters are really becoming quite stressed in this situation.
That's it for the 20 latest rumors about the Los Angeles nasty wildfires. What do you think about these updates? Let us know in the comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more breaking news and updates.